Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the newly buffed GP04, which I have put in the colors of its refitted self, the Gerbera Tetra. And yeah, they upped the damage of its of both of its beam rifles. They gave it a new Garibee subweapon, and they gave an extra round of ammo to the subweapon beam rifle. So yeah, it's pretty good. Early in the round, while I early in the round I have some bad luck, but it picks up. You'll notice I started to fire the Garibee and got stunned out of it like immediately. So yeah, that happened a couple of times. I am low on health already. I think I managed to plant at least one shot in that GP01 FB before it took me out, but yeah, I don't think the FB even got buffed. I haven't seen it in forever, but yeah, that person ended up doing fairly well with it, as I recall. But yeah, I think this is the one with like, oh man, I think it's three separate Uradoga Psychomu test types. Yeah, so that can be a problem if I'm too close. But I think this is the one with that. Maybe it's not. I also did a round that did not work out with the Gundam Hazel Icarus flight unit, which also got buffed, but I have not managed to get anything with it that I like yet. Yeah, I just got knocked out of my Garibee again, so that's like the second time I wasn't able to make good use of it. But luckily, I do have other weapons, and they are all pretty good. Managed to fire expertly between those three people. I'm better at that than I'd like to be. Tagged somebody with the last round in the Beam Rifles magazine. There we go. Finally managed to land a little bit of damage with that. You can see the sniper rifle is still really excellent, and the beam rifle reloads quickly. So yeah, I was able to snap off some quick shots and get those too low health people. Doing some damage at least on the Roswell Jagan. Somebody else took it out because melee goes right through its shields. But yeah, so far so good. We've got a slight lead. Now that I'm actually able to snipe, he said, accidentally shooting his allies in the back. Uh, but yeah, now that I'm able to snipe and fight at long range, I have a slightly better chance of actually landing shots without getting stunned out of it. So that is, actually being able to shoot things is kind of the key to success. And okay, somebody else got that before my shot could land. That's not a problem. Anything that keeps us in the lead. Missed the GP01 by a country mile, but hit it with the Garibee about 3405. Oh no, I hit a full armor 7th. And then I followed up with my sniper rifle and my beam rifle. And yeah, it's like I said, GP04 feels really good now. So I'm really happy with these, with the overhauls. Even if we only get like two, overhaul festivals a year, which is what it's kind of looking like, one in May and one in November. That's, I mean, there's only, if there's 500 units in the game, it'll only take them, what, 5 more years to get everything tweaked. But hey, I'm just happy to see it done because yeah, they like I said, there's a lot of stuff in this game, and trying to keep the older stuff relevant is really a good idea. They're I I feel like anything can be viable in the right hands, but as time goes on, that gets more difficult to say, just because there's definitely power creep in this game. There we go, 5,000 damage directly to the legs. So, and yeah, managed to miss with everything. Yeah, I think the GP01 FB has activated. Yeah, it's activated its overboost, but yeah, just had to wait for the iframes to be over and managed to take care of that. Landed shot on the 7th Gundam shield, I believe. I should just be shooting at the corner of the pyramid there. I could just drop it for the next person to take a shot. But Zeta Gundam's good at quick stuns and capitalizing on them. So, oh, it's the Zeta Zaku, of course. Yeah, so non-transforming, but same weaponry except for Vulcans. So yeah, it is. It's pretty good at locking people down if it needs to. That said, somebody picked it off for me, so I have a chance to set up and get a shot ready. And hopefully a useful one. No, a little bit too far away. Yeah, just the range on the GP04's weapons is excellent. You know, the sniper rifle has a good sniper rifle kind of range, but even the sub weapon beam rifle has a pretty nice feeling range. So I'm really, like I said, I'm really good with it. It's got a good set of weapons, and I think it is going to be dangerous. And is going to be dangerous with slightly more functional feet now. So yeah, we're all just going to sit down and make a few repairs while we wait for the enemy team to spawn back in. And let's see, what do we got? Well, other teammates are moving out. I figured that meant it was a good time for me to do the same because they probably saw something I didn't. And seem to have mostly been correct. And here comes the Doga. And yeah. Yeah, this is it was the Icarus flight unit one where I was fighting 3 separate Psychomu Dogas, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, that one didn't come out particularly well, and that is why. There's a Zeta Zaku, which I can just, throw a lot of shots at, and yeah, there is the Doga taking me down, because, yeah, the Doga is just good. And I need to use that more myself, honestly. Minute and 42 left. We've got a slight lead. I think we're going to manage to maintain it, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, number one's about to plant a bomb, so it's yeah, we probably will. Let's see. Yeah, enemy team, however, is kind of coalescing around the few people on the field here who, at least we are forming up a little bit, which is good. And I was also really happy to hit that Zeta Zaku as it was climbing up the building. That was a good shot. Like I said, good range on these weapons. Didn't quite. There we go. Now I have the line on it. And yeah, I think, yeah, I try something here that sadly doesn't work. I was hoping that the Gerbera would be able to go through the ship and hit the enemies, but probably if the enemies hadn't been behind crates, that might have worked. But yeah, just getting tagging the 7th gun with everything I can. And and by the time I realized that wasn't an ally, I did not have time to fire anymore. That was dumb because, like, all of your allies, of course, have numbers over their heads. So when I saw the support fire number on it, my brain did not process an enemy until I realized it was that Zeta Zaku, and then finally took my shot. But again, too late. GP01FB down again. Roswell Jagan moving in, but I'm just gonna hopefully fry its legs. I am probably gonna go down here, or at least, yeah, it's gonna be close, but I'm not really gonna accomplish anything with that last 5 seconds. But we did it, so yeah, I'll take that. Let's take a look at the final scores. Yeah, I think that worked out fairly well. Okay, top score at 4,000 out of 1,600, 99,666 damage, and 5 and 2. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, so yeah, it gained an extra 1,000 hit points. It went from 16k to 17k. At level 1 and 2, it was given special back add-on buffer level 2, which I think is like 10 or 15% damage reduction if you hit its backpack. And level 3 for level 3 and above, so yeah, even more damage reduction. Overheat on the main rifle went down 3 seconds from 15 to 12. Damage went up from 2,000 to 2,100 at the first level. They added another round of ammo to the backup beam rifle, so 6 now instead of 5. And yeah, the discharge weapon is new. It wasn't doing horribly at any of its costs. It was just below average. 50.7. The range of win rates between 550 and 700 for supports is 50.7 being the lowest at 550, 51.5 being the highest at 600, and it had 47.5, 47.7 at 550, and yeah, it was just at some level of 47% all across. Rival wins were pretty good at 550, 46.8%, as opposed to the average of 48.2, but dropped off pretty sharply at the higher levels. Damage damage was okay. Damage again at 600, the damage was like 15k down, and at every other cost was only down a little bit. It was only about 72,297 is the average for support at 550. It was doing 67. So yeah, about 5k there. But yeah, at 600 the average is 85,714 and it was doing 69,563. Every place else it was at 650 it was like 6,000 down, at 700 it was like 3,000 down. And just very slightly above average on MS losses at every cost, like 1/10 of a mobile suit. Averages are fun, but yeah, definitely feels good, and I like the new weapon and the weapon tweaks, so it's worth a shot.